Okay, we are live. Now, welcome to yet another session of Ask Me Anything Sunday Night Show. We used to call it Ask Me Anything Sunday Night Show, but it essentially is a session where I go live for half an hour to answer your questions about Facebook advertising and digital marketing. So, what I do is I actually gather all the questions that I receive on my YouTube channel as well as my Facebook group, and some actually message me on my Facebook page and whatnot. So I gather all this together and I answer questions over here. So if you posted any questions on my Facebook page or anywhere, do not expect me to answer you because I actually receive quite a number of messages, and I have my team handling all of them. I need to focus on creating good content for you guys, right? So that's what I do. But yeah, this is what I do. I will be coming live here every Sunday night to actually answer your questions. So that's how the whole thing works. Okay. So if you ask questions, this is where we do this. And if you in the future, if you're watching this and if you have any questions regarding Facebook ads, if you're watching live, post away. I'll be answering them. But if you're watching the replay and you have questions, post in the comment. I'll be capturing all the comments and I'll actually bring it over here to actually discuss. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time talking about the background and all that. I believe you know me. If not, then probably just Google Jason Gunn and see who the hell is this guy, right? So I've been actually helping brands, big and small, navigating success on Facebook advertising and digital marketing since 2010. So I've worked with over 5,000 individuals. So it's a very interesting journey. And whatever I'll be sharing here and in all of my courses and sharings and all that, these are all basically something that, I actually learned from all my so-called arrangements and all the engagements and all the learning that I work with my students and all that. So these are all valid stuffs. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna roll in, but before that, I can see Mike. Hi, Mike. You've been asking these questions everywhere. I just wanted to answer you, but anyway, since you're here, you're asking, can Facebook ads do MLM business? The answer is yes, but you got to be very careful because there are certain restrictions. Like for example, Facebook advertisement actually do not allow anything that promises any extra income or any whatever revenue and all that. If there is anything that you're coming from that business opportunity angle, you want to be very careful. All right. But I would say maybe you could actually come from the angle of recruitment. I would suggest that you probably can start with some like seminars, some free sessions, and then you use Facebook ads to actually encourage people to come and join your program. And from there, you do your pitching. Do not directly come out and run ads and say that, hey, come in and join us to double your income right away and all that stuff, right? It's not really something that Facebook favors. And the other angle will be, of course, you can actually advertise from the product angle. And if your product is non-sensitive, like for example, if you're selling something that is very sensitive, like the slimming products, skincare is very sensitive, and a few other categories, then you got to be very careful and you have to go quite subtle in your advertising approach. But nonetheless, I would encourage that you go and find out, you go and Google the Facebook advertising policy. So you actually can find out what are the things that you can or can't do when it comes to Facebook advertising. But essentially, overall, if your question is can Facebook ads work for MLM business? The answer is yes. Okay, thanks for the question, Mike. And I'm just going to roll in and bring up some of the discussions that I prepared for you guys. Okay, first thing first, I really want to give a quick shout out about my coming free training on Tuesday night. And this is a training that I actually designed specially for Facebook, so-called the e-commerce sellers. Now, if you're selling on if you're an e-commerce business owner, if you're running an e-commerce business, whether you're selling on Shopee or Lazada or any other marketplaces, whether you have CPass or not, or whether you're selling on your own e-commerce websites, this is the training that you must attend because you see, here's where we are right now. Starting from yesterday, which is 10/10. 10/10 was the first battlefield for the year-end sales season. Now, year-end sale means what we're looking at here is the last 3 quarters of the year. This is really one of the most important revenue generation period for a lot of businesses. Now, but the year-end sale landscape has changed in the past 2 years. We've been observing since 2019, since everything started and all these crazy things coming along, right? Especially last year was a really important year for a lot of things to change. old strategy may not work anymore. So what is really important is you need to have a more solid strategy ready for the coming 11/11, 12/12, and of course the year-end sales season, which is selling towards the Christmas season or even the Chinese New Year season. This is the time that you want to learn some solid strategy. I'm going to share with you my planned strategy for 11/11 and 12/12, as well as the year-end sales strategy, so you can actually learn from that. It's a free training, okay? It's going to be an hour plus or so, and just go to this link and sign up. And if you're watching the replay, chances are you can still go to this link and sign up and learn the training anyway. And basically, I want you to join me live on coming Tuesday if you can, because this is where you can ask questions. Watching the replay is not fun, trust me. Okay, you actually don't get to ask your questions. Trust me, when you're watching the replay, I won't be revisiting the landing and answer your questions anyway. So you'll be having a lot of questions hanging and all that. So might as well come and join me on Tuesday night, right? Which is coming Tuesday night at 12th of October at 8:30 p.m. You need to go to this link and sign up. Okay, so do that. All right, I've several questions and I want to go through with you guys. Now, this is a question from Muhammad Ismail. Okay, because you see, he's asking about how do we download the privacy policy that I was giving away for free. You see, when you are running ads on Facebook, especially if you're running ads for, if you're running lead generation ads or messenger ads, you need to actually have a privacy policy. But the problem here is, it requires you to insert a link to your privacy policy. But if you do not have a website, if you do not have anything hosted online to actually provide the link to set up the ad, you won't be able to go through the ad setup anyway. So I actually figure out a workaround, which is you can actually create a Google Doc. Okay, you can create a Google Doc and you can publish the Google Doc and basically use that link as your link for your privacy policy. So since we are here, right, because the question is about how to download, very simple. If you're watching this video, I'll be including the link to this document. This is my privacy policy sample, which I created last year. Okay, so everything is done here. You see, you just need to go through the highlighted so-called the area. You just change the company name to yours and all this kind of thing. This is a simple privacy policy sample. If you want to add on anything, go ahead, do anything you want. But this is how you use this. So all you need to do, okay, is very simple. First thing first, you just need to click on this file. It's a Google Doc. You need a Google account, a Gmail account to access this thing. So very simple, just click file and you just make a copy. So once you make a copy, and then it will become your Google Doc in your drive, right? So once you have made your copy, change your name and whatnot, then basically change all this thing. Then once you're done, right, make sure you click this share on the top right, all right, and change the setting to globally accessible. So change to this. You can actually change over here and says that, oh, I'm gonna like anyone with a link will be able to view this. Just change it to viewer. So then you're done. And you're able to copy this link and use it to run your so-called the lead gen ads or messenger lead gen ads. So that's how it works. So if you're watching this video, look for the so-called the description section. You'll be able to find the link to download. Okay, so I hope I answered your questions on this one. Thank you for your question and good luck for your ads coming up. Now we have the next question coming from Fernando. Now Fernando is asking, I believe he is setting up a commerce account. Now you need to set up a commerce account in your business manager to create Facebook shop or Instagram shop for your Instagram account and your Facebook page, right? So fundamentally, the prerequisite is very simple. It has to be a Facebook page. It cannot be a Facebook profile. And if if you want to create an Instagram so-called shop, it has to be an Instagram business account. You have to change it over to the Instagram business account. I don't need to teach you. Just Google. There are very simple steps to go through. So once you have done this, the next thing that you need to do is you need to actually gain access to this Facebook page and Instagram account in your business manager. So if you want a commerce account, you need to have a business manager. So all you need to do is you go to business.facebook.com or just Google business manager. You'll be able to create a business manager for free. Then You want to claim and bring, if you own the pages, then you just claim them in, Instagram account. Also, you can claim it into your Facebook Business Manager. Then only you are able to create Facebook shops and Instagram shops for your Facebook page and your Instagram business account. So that's the steps that you have to follow. So if you have an error that is not connected, then just go through whatever I say just now. Claim ownership or gain access to this Facebook page and Instagram account into your business manager, then you can create that. Now, make sure you have admin access to this Facebook page and the Instagram account. Then you'll be able to do everything you want to do. So commerce manager issue is because of that. Okay, Fernando, I hope I answered your question, but thanks for that. All right, guys, while we are proceeding, right, if you have any questions or any questions at all, feel free to post your questions in the comment, and I'll be going through them as I move along. Okay, I have several more questions to go. So I'm just going to move through that, and I'll come back to your questions over here. Okay, now, this is a Francisco Tortosa. Hi. Now, Francisco is asking a question about my video, which is, when it comes to changing creative, I have a very simple practice, which is, in my opinion, I truly believe that a lot of times, too many people actually change a campaign, but they're only really changing a creative. So in my opinion, if you're only changing a creative, you don't want to start a new campaign entirely. Because the moment you restart a new campaign entirely, you'll forego the learning that have been gathered in the old campaign. You see, all the time it's like this. If you're running a conversion campaign, you're always going for the conversion objective. So the conversion objective, the objective level, things that you are trying to get don't change. So that's the first thing. And second thing is, most of the time, your target audience don't change. So what you're really changing is you're changing the creative. Now, a lot of people, every time they change creative, they change the entire campaign. But like I said, you forgo the learning. That's why every time you start a new campaign, you need to struggle, go through the learning phase and all that. Fluctuation in results and all that is frustrating. That's why my advocation is very simple. As long as everything remains unchanged, if you're changing the creative, just change the creative within the same campaign skeleton. All right? So all you need to do, like what Francisco is summarizing for you guys right now, if you are actually replacing and test a new ad creative, yes, you're right. You just duplicate the old one, change whatever you want to change in the duplicated new ad. It's an ad, right? So do whatever, you do your change, and then you turn the old one off, and then you let the new one run. So it would actually gather, it will still inherit the learning that was being gathered within the same ad set and campaign. And it will actually reduce the time required to go through all the learning and whatnot, which is very useful. Just try that. So Francisco, you are right, and I hope I answered your question. Good luck for your campaign. Okay, I'm just going to move to the next one. You see, if you don't have more questions, right, we're just going to end as we end. Sometimes I think this is because I have something very excited that I need to do. I'm actually preparing my deck for my, my advanced Facebook analytics, workshop tomorrow. It's a very exciting one. But anyway, okay. Now this is about email invitation. You see, if you run ads on Facebook, from time to time you'll receive email from Facebook marketing experts asking you to, hey, I know you've been running ads on Facebook for a while. We would like to arrange a one-on-one session with you to actually help you understand your campaign performance and to give you some suggestions. Now, most of the time, they are legit. Like in the last week AMA session, we actually received a comment from one Facebook marketing expert, and he said that, hey, they are legit. In fact, they are legit. I've been talking to, these Facebook marketing experts or Facebook marketing concierge services and all this kind of thing for, many years now. But just that really recently, some people are actually using it as a bait, as a scam kind of thing. So you got to be very careful. So when you receive a link and email from them, if you go through the proper channel to arrange and whatever discussion with them, everything wouldn't be shady. You can actually feel that, all right? So as long as you receive all the emails and everything coming really from Facebook itself, right, it's fine. So just make sure that. But, Jay was actually asking, you're excited to receive a Facebook email. You wanted to discuss another business. You badly needed help. The call didn't happen. Okay, that is the challenge. Because when they arrange a call for this ads account, it's solely for this ad account. Because the Facebook marketing expert may not have access to your other ad account. But I think to a certain extent, you can still ask your question. So what I would suggest is this. Even though you don't have problem with this ad account A, and you need help for ad account B, you still arrange the call. And when you're in the call, you can ask them questions, okay? And see whether they are able to go through the other one. Just arrange the call first and you do whatever you want. When they're on the call with you, you'll be like, you're on the call with me. Let's take a look at some other accounts, shall we? I do not guarantee that they can or 100% they can't, but at least we try, right? Don't let go any opportunity that you might learn something. Like I always say, the Facebook marketing expert are trained in certain way, but they need to really understand what you are looking for. So give them more information would really help them understand your problem and to give you some solutions around that. Recently, I have a very good experience. One of my coaches actually was guided by the Facebook marketing expert on some tweak. It worked really well. So trust them. They're fine. They're good people anyway. All right. So yeah, I hope I answered your question, Jane. Now, this is from Chemistry Shop. Now, Chemistry Shop is asking, he's running a t-shirt business and he's actually giving me this audience targeting 40 to 55, interested in t-shirt. 1 million is good enough. I believe so, because I do not know which country you're coming from. So I do not have a lot of data. But if you're asking, you're spending about $20 a day, kind of thing. Because your question here is this. Your question here is asking, after really you can get sales, the last two sentences, you're reading that, right? Can you please explain? You have doubts. Now, here's the thing. Do I look like Oracle to you? Do I look like, a fortune teller to you? I'm not. But here's the thing. I've been running ads on Facebook for the past 11, 12 years now. If you know what you're doing, if you know how to analyze, I would say most of the time, if you run ads on Facebook, it works. It would definitely get you the result. But then again, it will get you sale, but of course, you need to analyze whether you're actually earning money from that. A lot of people, before they start advertising on Facebook, they always have this doubt whether, am I going to get result? How much should I spend? What kind of cost per click or whatnot should I be expecting? How should I set expectation? You see, very simple. I wouldn't know how much can you make without you start spending money and start making the first sale. Very simple. A lot of people ask me, how much should I spend? Spend at the level that you're comfortable. Like here, Chemistry Shop is looking to spend $20 a day. Fine. Start with that. And then we analyze the data as they come in. So, let's say whether you spend $20 a day, and maybe on the first day itself, you got one sale. Then second day, you get one sale. And the third day, you got one sale. So on average, your cost per conversion or cost per purchase is about $20. Now, when we have that kind of benchmark, then we will go back to the revenue and the profit side to see, we are spending $20 to get maybe like $100 back in sales. Then, okay, it seems to be making money because it's 20%. Now, the next step is then we will look at, if we spend more money, are we going to get more result kind of thing? So start first. Then only you analyze the result. We can't answer questions that haven't started yet. I can't know whether later on when I actually watch this thing, what's going to happen. When I do this thing, what's going to happen. We are not fortune teller. And a lot of times, you are really looking for something that people will give you that, it's going to work. Go and run it. So yes, you know what? Chemistry Shop, I think let's start this. As long as you're comfortable with the cost that you're spending, let's start this and see how are we getting from this. Okay? Now, yeah, thanks for the question, Chemistry Shop. Now, we want to come back to this. This is a dude that actually recently commented on our Facebook page. He's asking me, you need help for your Shopee shop. Okay, this is a Shopee seller, obviously. He's asking me which program should he take. Now, I'm going to bring you back into my courses. All you need to do is go to tribeupacademy.com/courses. There are several courses that you can consider, but if you're selling on Shopee, I would say straight away go for this Facebook ads for Shopee store. This is a course that has been attended by more than 1,000 people from all around the world. If you sell on Shopee, this is really something that you learn. Whether you have CPaaS access or you don't have CPaaS access, I have a strategy that can help you really get that. That's where you can actually start running ads effectively and meaningfully to drive people to your Shopee store. And to a certain extent, you are able to do your tracking and retargeting. But if you want to learn something more comprehensive, you can actually consider joining the 6-day challenge. Now, this is something that I used to run 6 days live training kind of thing. It's really exhausting. But anyway, I've been doing it for about 6 months. So now we have turned it into an evergreen recording. So all you need to do is once you sign up, You have lifetime access to these, 6 lessons, altogether about 6 hours plus in training to learn step by step. So this is go beyond. We talk about every single objectives and how they work and what are the ads creation or ads design or copywriting do's and don'ts. And how do we actually find the audience targeting? And how do we set up the ads using my 2-step funnel framework and all these kind of things. It's a very comprehensive Facebook ads training that everybody should go through, I believe. So this also has been gone through by more than 1,005 people from all around the world. It's a very meaningful training that will give you really a jump start if you are totally new to Facebook ads. So that's the training that I want you to go through. So either one, all right? So these are the few that we can actually look at. But of course, there are some other courses like, Analytics Masterclass is also something very useful. This is really to help you understand what are the metrics available and what are the things that we should be analyzing, and a few other courses. Feel free to explore and see which one works better for you. So yeah, but Shopee, either it's Shopee course or 6-day challenge. So that's how you work. Okay. Now, thank you for the question, and I think we answered Mike's question just now. So Mike, I'm just gonna let this slide and come back to this. This is a question from Yes. I think Yes, right? Cool. I probably call you Cool because, yeah. Anyway, Cool is asking, what is my one-on-one coaching comprised of? You see, okay, there are a few ways to work with me. I'm a trainer and a coach. So you can either follow me, follow my training. I have live trainings. I have recorded trainings. You can actually go through the learning. But if you want something more personal, you can actually go on a one-on-one coaching with me. Now, there are several programs. Now, the most fundamental one is we have this basic one-on-one coaching, which is, it's a 1 hour thing. We can actually go live 1 hour on a Zoom call, and you can ask me any questions, and I will look at your business, and I'll give you some, things to do, how to tweak, how to optimize, and stuff like that, specific base. But if you want to go through a program, I have several programs, but one of the simple one is I have this Facebook Ads Jumpstart program, whereby this is a 3-week program where we will actually kind of I will design the strategy with you, and I will guide you to set up the campaign. You will set up the campaign, and I will guide you. And then I will actually teach you how to analyze and track and measure your campaign performance, and how do we find opportunity to optimize it, to build it further. So this is a 3-week program that we're going to go through 3 week back to back. We will meet once a week, but in between, you can email me and stuff like that. So if you want to find out more, you can actually go to this. This is my website. Go to coaching. If you want to book just one session coaching, you can actually just go by the basic coaching. But this is a new one. If you want to just want me to come in and look at your ads campaign and give you what is right, or what have you done right or wrong on your campaign, and what can you do next to do better, this is a 30 minutes ads audit. So 30 minutes ads audit, I will only come in and audit one campaign. I won't be auditing the whole ads manager, but this is where we can actually come in and find out what you did right or wrong, and how can you improve or do better. All right, so this is the Jumpstart program if you want. Now, Jumpstart is a 3-week program for those who wants me to guide them start Facebook advertising, whereby you're like, seriously, I've learned, but I have no confidence. I need one-on-one help. Can you help? So this is where we do. And this is the scaling program. Now, this is really for somebody who spends at least $1,000 a month. In fact, I am increasing the threshold. But anyway, you want to scale means you want to spend more money to get more result. Let's say, for example, if you're spending $100 a day, spending another 100, meaning that, push it to $200 a day, will not get you double in result. Okay, for those who have tried, you know that. So there is a framework. There are, several frameworks that I use to help people scale. So if you want us to scale your campaign in a meaningful way with confidence, this is a 5-week program that I work with. Really, you need to apply. For Jumpstart and scaling, you need to apply. So go through and apply if you want, and maybe we can work together. Because once you apply, we will go through a discovery call, and I will see whether your business is really something that we can work together on. If not, then I'll just point you, you start with this class, start with that class, and yeah. But I would strongly recommend, if you want to go on the Jumpstart and scaling with me, you need to at least go through my 6-day challenge or whatever training. You need to understand my framework. If not, it's very difficult. I think that's the minimum prerequisite. You need to learn from one of my courses already. Else, We won't be actually speaking the same lingo. It's a very difficult thing to do that. Okay, so that's for Cool's question. Okay, thank you so much for your question. Because oh yeah, basically, is it related to Facebook strategy than marketing ones? Facebook strategy, yes. Marketing wise, of course, I'll be able to advise you from a certain angle. But then again, so the next question Cool has here is, do I have experience in dropshipping online fashion jewelry? My answer is no. I don't run so-called stores online and all this kind of thing. I only run my own. But to be frank, I have several jewelry coaches, as in like online jewelry shop, but it's not drop shipping. We understand that drop shipping and store owner or brand owner are different things, but very simple. If you're doing drop shipping, if you're comfortable with the kind of like revenue or so-called the commission or margin that you're getting, then of course I think you can do. If not, then maybe it's a different scenario. But if the question is about, do I have experience in jewelry industry, the answer is yes. Okay, cool. I hope I answered your question. Thank you so much. So that's what we have over here as we gathered from last 1 week. And we have a question from Benji. Now, hey, Benji, what's up? So Benji's question is about, what can you do when your ad account got disabled? Very simple, Benji. If your ad account got disabled, go into your ad account. There must be some link that you can click and go in. They will tell you that what have you done? Why is it being disabled? And there must be a link for you to click on to ask for a review. Now, once you have clicked on the link, they usually will lend you to certain places to ask you either to submit some document or to actually write something to explain and whatnot. Just follow all the things that they want you to do, okay? And and basically that's it. You see, even I am a Facebook preferred marketing partner and all these, a certified professional. We do not have any back door to help you get your account back, to be very frank, because very simple. Facebook is very strict in terms of monitoring and policy wise kind of thing. The simple rule or simple advice that I have for anyone who wants to make sure that their ad account do not get disabled, their profile do not get disabled, their business manager do not get disabled, is to follow the rules. That's the only way. But of course, I understand. A lot of people are really frustrated because they don't even start running ads, they got disabled. They follow the rule, they got disabled. You see, very simple. If you follow the rule, everything you do is clean and not something shady. The moment you go and submit and ask for review and all that, 99%, I would say maybe 95%, you'll get your account back. 95%, you'll get your account back. But of course, there could be scenario that they really screw up. There's no choice. There are many other ways to create a new ad account or start somewhere fresh. So it's not the end of the world, but follow the steps. Everything is gonna be all right. Okay, Benji, thank you for your questions. And I think that's pretty much all we have. And before we go, I want to give it a last shout out. This is really the last shout out. Coming Tuesday, I'll be running this 1 day. It's about an hour plus kind of thing. Free training. This is really a training that every e-commerce sellers must attend. Whether you're selling on marketplaces like Shopee, Lazada, whether you have CPaaS or not, whether you're selling on your own e-commerce website, this is a class that you need to attend, because I'm going to share with you how do I design Facebook ads campaign for 11/11 and 12/12, as well as the year-end sale campaign. So I'll tell you the whole framework. I will share with you the whole framework, basically how it works and all that. It's going to be really, really beneficial if you're e-commerce sellers. You need to come in and learn. So because for the past 1 year plus, the so-called the year-end sale, in fact, the online sale e-commerce scene has been tremendously changed. You really need to look at things in an entirely different way. So just come in and learn this. Basically, it's a proven so-called a framework and strategy. I'll actually walk you through. It's a very interesting strategy. Okay, then come in and join me. So go to this link. If you can, join me live on the Tuesday night, which is on the 12th of October at 8:30 p.m. Malaysia time, because that's when you can ask questions. Yeah, and don't worry, the replay will be available. So just sign up first, and I'll see you on Tuesday. All right. Okay, now we have Elaine here. What's up, Elaine? I think I've seen you somewhere, right, Elaine? You were in my, the other one, the Evergreen campaign. Wow, thank you so much. And I think that's it. That's all I have. All right, that's pretty much it. And remember, we do this every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Malaysia time. So if you have any questions regarding Facebook advertising and digital marketing, post them away in comment anywhere. I'll pick them up and answer them over here in this half an hour session with you. So I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.